Okay, parts of a circle. So let's get us a circle going here. And we'll keep it pretty basic. So there's a circle with a center, and we'll call it O. Alright, the first thing is from the center to the outside of the circle, that is called a radius. A diameter is if you go from outside the circle through the center to the other side of the circle. So that's diameter. Okay. A diameter is also a chord, and a chord is anything that can be connected. A diameter just happens to be a special kind of chord because it goes to the center. But a chord is just any line that connects two parts of a circle on the inside. So there's a chord. Okay, and then you could have another chord here. So that is also a chord. Okay, so that's chord. Then the last one, there's other things that we're going to talk about, but the last line segment that deals with a circle is called a tangent. A tangent wow, that was bad. That was a bad tangent. And don't get this confused with tangent, sine, cosine tangent, that kind. Tangent is a line that will just touch the circle in exactly one point. So my board's just a little off here, but this particular tangent just touches the circle in one point. Now there's some properties that go along with chords and tangents and radiuses. When you have a tangent, that's the main thing here. When you have a tangent, I'll try to draw a better one. That's not too bad. So there's a tangent. It hits right at that point, right there. I'll do it in a different color so you can see it. And so here's, let's say, the center of my circle. Here's my radius. A tangent is always 90 degrees with a radius, no matter what. Radius of the circle that connects at the tangent point. So if I drew another radius here and drew a tangent to that point, it would form a 90-degree angle. And so that's kind of a neat little property of that. Okay, the other thing you need to know about for a circle is how about the angles? Well, first off, an entire circle is 360 degrees all the way around it. So if we drew in a sector is a piece, like you think of it cutting out a piece of pie or a piece of pizza. So, oops. That's all right. I got that's a better center. That's not very good. But this is a sector. Okay, the distance from one point of the sector to the other is called arc length. Don't confuse that with arc angle. Arc angle is the angle covered by a sector. And arc angle is always the same as central angle. But not the same as arc length. Arc length is actual distance, like you get out a tape measure. Arc angle, you get out your protractor and measure the angle. So here is central angle. We'll call it theta. Wow, that's a terrible theta. Terrible. Make it just a little bigger. You can also make circles tangent to each other. So here's my sector. Here's my central angle. That's theta. Here's your radius. And here's your arc angle. Okay? You can also label these points. Let's call this CD. So let's say this was, it looks like 89 degrees. Theta is equal to 89 degrees. So I know the arc angle CD is equal to 89 degrees, which is also the same as angle, we call this O, COD is also 89 degrees. Okay. You also have this. This angle happens to be what's called the minor arc because it covers part of the circle. You could also have the major arc. So this is the minor arc, CD. You could also have the major arc for CD. And typically that's why you want one other point on the circle somewhere. So maybe we'll call this P. So the major arc would be CPD. Oh, doggone circle appeared again. CPD with a arc over it. And CPD, since a circle is 360 degrees, CPD would be 360 minus 89, which would be 271 degrees. So that would be the major arc angle. And essentially that's it. There's going to be some other things in this for properties of circles, but most of this you've seen before, and so I'm hoping that's just this is just a refresher, and you might not have seen the symbols or know what a major arc and a minor arc are. I could give you one more example before I hit the road. So let's say we have a circle here. Let's say we have a central angle of 50 degrees, and this is, we'll call this A, and we'll put a B here, and a C here, and a D here, and an F here. So what is arc angle AFC? Okay, so what's the measure of arc AFC? So stop the video and see if you can figure that out. Alright, the major angle of arc angle of AFC would be 360 minus 50 degrees for the central angle, or the minor arc angle, which is 310 degrees. And the arc angle, measure of angle ABC, that arc angle is 50 degrees. So that's the arc covered by a central angle of 50 degrees. So, hope this helps. Good luck. There'll be some more kind of complicated problems as you go through it. Hopefully we have some questions to answer. So, see you next time.